Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I've got the beautiful Summer in with me and we're going to do a full set of nails. I have kept in my prep and also my filing routine because I do have a slightly new filing routine. Basically, I've been suffering quite bad with pains in my wrist and sort of the palms of my hands, like by my thumb. So I've had to try and work something out so that I'm not having to grip a file so hard. So far this is working for me. So first of all, I go in and just push the cuticles back, and then here I'm going in with a cuticle drill bit, and I've got my drill on a low setting, and I'm just going in and removing the dead skin from the nail plate, and this also helps push those cuticles back a little bit more as well. So I have got the drill bits going clockwise. Yeah, clockwise. I don't know. I've got it going one way. And I do one side of the nail and then I will go in and switch the rotation and do the other side of the nail. And then once I have done this, I get a bigger drill bit, which is another ball, but it's just slightly bigger. And I'm just buffing around the cuticle area, trying not to touch the actual nail plate. Just buffing the skin, trying to remove as much of the cuticle as possible. And then I will go in and use cuticle nippers to remove any that hasn't come off with this. Can I just say as well, Summer's nails aren't stained from having nails on. They're stained from fake tan. And as you will see, that does buff off in a minute before anyone jumps on. And then again, I'll go in and do exactly the same and switch the rotation and go down the other side of the nail. Then once I've done this, I'm going to use I'm going to go in, and remove the cuticle as I said. And then I've never been a fan of using a nail drill on natural nails with the sanding block, just because when I used to get my nails done in a salon near to me, it was a NSS salon, so they used to burn me really bad. So I've always panicked, but I have started doing it and it's working out really, really well. So I have it on a really low setting and I use a really light hand as well. I'm not pressing onto the natural nail hard. I'm doing it quite soft. Then once I'd finished removing the shine from the natural nail, I go in with a 180 grit file and I'm just filing around the free edge of the nail just to shape it up a little bit. And then once I have done this, I'll remove the dust and that is my prepping done. One bit that I did forget to press record was applying nail tips, but I just went in, removed the dust, and then went in and applied my tips and shaped them. And now I'm going in with CJP Acid Bond and applying that to all of the nails, trying not to get any on the skin. Then because I'm working with coloured acrylic, I'm going in and applying a thin base of clear acrylic, and I'm using Glitterbels glass slippers. Just apply that to all of the nails. The brush that I'm using is the CJP Liz Guild brush, as per usual. Okay, so on the pinky, we're going to do a full colour nail, and I'm going in with Glitterbels Pistachio. This colour is insane. It's beautiful. It's so pretty, and it's also got a shimmer to it. So it's just, oh, it's just a beautiful colour. So I start by applying a bead in the centre of the nail and then bring that up over the free edge. And then I go in with a wetter bead around the cuticle. And then again, I'm going to put another bead at the cuticle just to make sure that I've got full coverage. Once I have applied this, I will let it set before I go in and encapsulate it in clear. Then on the ring finger, we're going to do exactly the same, but this time I'm working a bit thinner because I am going to be going in with something else on this nail that will need encapsulating, so I don't want it to be too thick. So just applying it to the middle finger, nice and thin. On this finger, I'm going to be doing a little bit of a design. So I go in at the cuticle and then I'm dragging that bead up and I'm going to drag it higher on one side than I am the other. And then I'm going to let this set a little bit. Then on the index and the thumb, again, it's just going to be a full colour nail. So I'm going to do exactly the same as I did on the pinky. And then I will wait for these two to set before encapsulating in clear. So back to the middle finger, I'm going to be using some really cute lemon and lime slices. I think they're called, I want to say like Filmo, something like that. I'll have to have a look, but I will leave the link in the description box. I got them from Glitterati Nails and they are so cute. And I apply these just with a small amount of clear acrylic and then I press them in using my finger and then I will let them set before encapsulating them. Just because I don't want them to move when I encapsulate. So make sure you let them set first. Back to the ring finger, I'm going to go in and apply a thin layer of clear acrylic, and then I'm going to be using the Glitterati Angelina thread in the colour Banana. And all I do is, whilst that acrylic's still wet, I sort of wrap the Angelina thread around it and hold it as tight as I can, and then using my other hand just press that into the acrylic, making sure that it is nice and secure around the cuticle area. Then before I cut the excess off, I will let this set fully, or else it'll just fly out and everything will go wrong. So whilst that one is setting, I'm going to go in and encapsulate the rest of the nails in the Glitterbels glass slippers, and I'll jump back on in a minute when we get back to the ring finger. So back to the ring finger, I'm just going to trim off the excess. It doesn't really matter if you've got a little bit left over, hanging over, because once you've encapsulated it, when it's set and you file it, that will file out. So don't worry too much if there's a little bit left over. So just cut off the excess as much as possible, and then I'm just going to go in and encapsulate this nail in clear again. And then once they have all fully set, I will go in and start filing, which is coming up in a minute. Now that they're all set, I'm going to go in and start filing. Again, I'm going to go in and use the E-file with the sanding drill bit on it. Once again, using a really light hand. And this is just to sort of clean up the cuticle area and take off any excess bulk that we don't need. And I will do this to all of the nails before going in with my hand file. Now I'm going in with a 100 grit nail file, and this is where I'm going to refine the shape and also go around that cuticle area again and over the surface of the nail. When you're filing a coffin shape, you want to make sure that you're holding your file quite straight when you file underneath, because you don't want them to hook over. Like, you don't want the nails to hook over, you want them to be nice and straight from the side. And I'm just going to do this to all of the nails, and as you've seen just, I then go over with a buffing block just to remove any scratches from the nail. And then once I am happy with all those nails, I will then go in, remove the dust, and then top coat, which is my favourite part. So I'm just going to let you guys watch this last bit. For the top coat, I'm using the Blue Sky No Wipe top coat. And I'm just going to apply that to all of the nails. Look at that come through. It's so pretty. So beautiful. So I just apply that to all of the nails. On the middle finger, I do also top coat underneath the nail as well. Just to make sure that, because you can see through it, I want it to make sure that it is crystal clear and looks really, really clean. So when I top coat underneath, I don't turn the client's hand over. I just wipe off the excess on the brush. And then as you can see, I just go underneath the nail. Then once I had applied that to all of the nails, I cured that for 1 minute in my LED lamp. If you're using 2V, if you're using a UV lamp, you need to cure for 2 minutes. That's what I was trying to say. Then once they were fully cured, I then let them cool down for a minute and then went in with some cuticle oil. And that is it. So this set, I just love them. I think they're really summery as well. They're absolutely beautiful. I hope you enjoyed this one. Especially, I did get a lot of requests to leave in the filing. So now that I have a new filing routine, I thought I'd share it all with you. If you did like it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, don't forget to click the subscribe button. And if you do want to purchase any of the Glitterbels or any of the Angelina thread or anything that I've used in this set, do head over to the Glitter Arty Nails website and use discount code Jodie and you will receive 5% off their whole entire website, which is amazing. If you're on Instagram, don't forget to go over and check out my Instagram. It's at Jodie's Nail Lounge. Thanks for watching once again, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.